Hey there everyone, Sean here, just stopping in for a quick pre-recording message. So for this recording, unfortunately, Reverb was a little busy. I've left in the segment where he briefly comes back to explain why. He had to help his neighbor get to the hospital, which is pretty understandable, but unfortunately, no Borracho chicanery this session. You'll have to wait till the next one to see the exact insanity that he gets up to. Also, we have some after-credit scenes here, because I wanted to give my players a little hint as to what's to come in the future. Of course, we also did do the after-credit scenes after I finished the recording, so I've just put some summaries of them after at the very end of this video here. Unfortunately, I'm only able to do 2 out of 3 of them, because the first one involved Solar's character, Wally. And as I am recording this, unfortunately, Solar is a little sick and unable to complete his voice line sessions. So wishing him the best, and we'll just slap that one on at hopefully the end of the next session. Keep in mind that chronologically, it is meant to happen just around here. So with that, please enjoy. Previously on Apotheosis.
Hi, I'm Cheesy, and I like women with big tits.
Oh no! Oh no! You left something in the car.
What, Pablo?
Woo,
There
woo.
you are, boy. Come here.
As a few people disembark from the bus, you brought one of these Zip higher-ups.
She,
Is she? I was really worried that you put cryo in the ice cream.
No, that would kill you. You have made a
appreciate
powerful ally this day. Chemical gas starts to fill up the room, and things slowly get lower and lower until each and every one of you falls into a deep sleep. You have been in suspension for 50,757 days. Oh, thank goodness. Brain activity says you're still alive.
Pablo, where are you, boy?
Oh, I'm assuming my box of forks would also be in deeper storage as well.
Yeah, the box of forks would be in deeper storage. You see a flash of movement as something large walks past.
Alright, well, we're running and you're finding some fucking weapons.
Whatever it is, they have really sharp teeth and really long claws.
It's, I think it should be September of, 2183.
What? I'm late for an appointment.
Oh no, the US government did something shitty.
Spick and span, super safe.
Immediately, you freeze as you see something walking through a shattered glass wall.
Holy shit, it's y'all.
Ashlyn?
She's got scales and claws now.
Oh, shit.
One thing's clear. We gotta get out of here. Find out what the hell's going on. Because there clearly ain't anyone around to tell us.
It's been 104 years. Anyone we knew is dead?
Jaws open, trying to bite right down on you. It just clatters off of its scales. Nothing. The noise of a door opens to your south, in the firing range. Something's a little different about him.
Why the fuck are you a cat? I guess I don't have any room to talk.
You are fun to talk.
You find a weak point and punch it right in the sternum. You hear a loud crack as blood just spurts out of its mouth.
Good shit. Holy fuck. Why are those down here?
Nah, I sort of left him when I found out I couldn't rip his arm off.
Welcome to the remnants of Bunker 13. We were put in cryostasis, and there has been a nuclear apocalypse.
Does this mean we don't have any popsicles?
I'm very glad that they all survived. My statistical outlooks were not looking optimal.
Well, that answers my question of how long have you been awake before us?
15 days ago. Thank you, Daya.
Of course, you will need it very well in order to survive in the wasteland. I suppose I should fill you in on why I've woken you in specific up.
Want to see something cool with it, and then I stab my arm with it, and then do blood spurt?
Oh, was it the
Fine.
crab factory? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the Lobster Lord. I am meant to be a service, artificial intelligence. However, my primary directive is to ensure the survival of all frozen people in Bunker 13. We are very low on the chemical mixture that is used to sustain cryogenically frozen subjects. If we run out of this mixture, everyone will die. To put it simply, we need to find more chemicals in order to wake everyone up so that they do not die. I believe you would make a very good team. You are capable in your own ways. All of these chemicals can be found in ample supply in every other bunker.
We'll make sure we got our bearings before we head out and do anything dangerous.
The dog isn't the mascot, it's the Cuban.
Guys. Bro, I'm dead.
The elevator groans to life. You can see a door at the top slide open.
I advise you prepare your eyes. It is overwhelming at first.
And now, Apotheosis, Episode 2. Alright, so then everyone, are we all at the watch together? It looks like we are. Very good, very good. In that case,
watching together.
I see no reason to dilly-dally, except for a little bit of reasons. So, welcome back to Apotheosis. Slight retcon from the last time. We did kind of immediately walk out of the bunker, but that's because it was all very late, and we all of us kind of forgot that we had also said that we were going to take some downtime. Well, you healed up from your cryo sickness. So, slight retcon is that you actually stayed in the bunker for about, 3 hours getting your bearings and going into, a little medical area that Dai had set up. Well, she cured all of your wounds, most of your wounds. None of you have frostbite anymore. I've removed it from all of your sheets. You only have, very, very mild symptoms anymore. You know, Wally, you've still got, some eye issues, but it's really, maybe, once per every few minutes your eyes will be a little out of focus. Nothing that you need to, really worry about that much. Avery still feels a little sick to her stomach, but, you're all definitely recovering. And you had a little bit of time to do some downtime activities between each other. I know that Avery, off-camera, Avery and Kel both did a little bit of an activity together before the robots unfortunately crashed and you weren't able to complete it. Oh, and that is a call from the San Juan Medical Center. I'll be right back.
Would you like to explain what you've done?
Oh, actually, yeah, we could do that. So, during our downtime, Avery and Kel both put on a set of, or just kind of went and piloted a, one of the janitorial mechs.
Two of the
Two of them.
Can I explain a little bit?
I'm
okay.
tired.
You're good. During a little bit of downtime, Kel and Avery were put into VR for, I want to say, around 30 minutes-ish. Piloted some janitorial robots downstairs and looked through the logs, as well as uploaded them to the cloud, so y'all can read up in the general. That's what they were, the messages.
Yeah, a few of the messages were recovered when you all went down there and looked around. There's still plenty more, so I expect that you'll probably have some more digging to do, probably sometime later this week. Also, another announcement, the reactives, most of them are done. I think Viv's is still a little work in progress, but very close to being done. Unfortunately, it wasn't done quite in time for the session yet, but it'll probably be finished later tonight.
Could we get a view of it? Because I've only seen my own.
Screenshot.
Oh yeah, I can send just a screenshot of my OBS to the general here.
That would be lovely.
There
Reveal the creatures unto us.
Actually, what did you do, by the way?
We just...
Huh?
What did you do during your downtime?
Found a cool outfit and a hat. So my character actually matches the art.
Yeah, there's plenty of various, just kind of in storage,
Scraps.
plenty of bits and bobs. unused. A lot of the bunker personnel died, so whatever's surviving of their stuff is kind of still just a little up for grabs. A lot of it has been... It wasn't stored in as secure of locations, so some of it has been, eaten through by various molds and bugs and whatnot. But there's some stuff that survived, and you were able to make use of that to get yourself some nice little bits and bobs. Anyways, I think with that, we can return to the session.
I love returning.
Everyone begins. You had all just gone up the elevator shaft, gone to the top, the bunker surface. Although, unfortunately, it seems that Reverb isn't here, so unfortunately, Borracho fell back down the elevator shaft.
No, Borracho is just, like, standing there, just stunned, like, whoa.
It can be a little bit of space sickness.
He still had some seizures to get through, so he was still in medical storage.
Oh no.
Those fuck-ass fries from episode 1 are still down
10 years ago.
And with that...
Yes!
All of you are still in your position, your fancy position that you went through.
And Kel has looked around most of up here, right? Like a good
Yeah,
bit?
Kel's looked around. There are some areas that were kind of a little recommended to stay out of. Mainly the mall area. The mall area has been very. There was a lot of like mold and decay there, so Dia basically said, "Don't go in there without a gas mask," and you just kind of never got around to it yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, what shall you do?
Wow.
Light shines into your retinas which, though it feels like just yesterday, you can feel deep down in your eye muscles that they haven't been used in over 100 years. Cal, you can see, they've already looked through. This is like a kind of bank area. Bank office.
Oh, gotcha.
Looks like a lot of the stuff was actually salvaged pretty early on, even before you woke up.
Are there any
Kel.
United States dollars here?
There are like a few, but they're all like wet and soggy and decayed.
The soggy.
All of the like safes were cracked open a while ago. Like there were still plenty. Like right after the bombs dropped, there were plenty of people who remember that this place had a lot of stuff, so they just kind of looted a lot of the areas around here. And then it was just kind of untouched for a good long while. If any of
I
you
wish
have
there
any...
was a better way to move multiple characters around in Foundry, unless there is.
I believe you can just select them both.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, I didn't finish all of the furniture for this one, so in these areas, in the like big Devon building, just imagine there's a whole bunch of like office desks and files and folders and stuff just strewn about. In fact, it does actually look like, Wally, you're going through, it does kind of look to you like everything here has been very ransacked. The damage to everything, it's not just... It's clearly not weather damage. This place was built to last. There's really not all that much damage inside, but you can tell that... Kel, how the fuck did you get inside the walls?
I wasn't aware that's what that was.
I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls.
I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls.
You can tell there's plenty of... This place is very just like... It looks like something came through here, probably like years and years and years ago. Something came through here and completely just like scavenged everything inside. Though it's a bit weird because there's plenty of things that you'd imagine would be valuable in a post-apocalyptic area, like pens, writing stuff, even a bit of
Things
very
would be so
moldy-looking
important in
food
Apocalypse.
that was just kind of left undone. And Wally, right now you are inside the mall. You might not want to stay in there too long because you can tell there's a lot of mold and everything
Mold posting.
in your lungs. Although you can see over in the you did see over in the distance in that kind of circular area what looks to be a whole bunch of just bodies on the ground, possibly people who died from radiation mid-scavenge.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Well, that's. I look to my handheld assistant and I go, "Are you beeping?"
Hello, Wally. Is there something that you wish to ask?
Sievert's reading, please.
Fortunately, the radiation in this region has died down many years ago. It is entirely safe.
What happened to these guys then?
I do not have full imaging of the area inside the mall, although from your multi-tool camera, it looks like they died some very long time ago. Although, the corpses seem to be quite preserved. Odd.
Sounds like there's valuables still in there. We just need some hazmat. Thank you, Dia.
The
Oh, there's one
Kel.
more thing that I forgot. When you were all, when Kel and Ashlyn were looking through the general store area there, kind of supermarket,
Walmart.
there was just like one remaining. It looked like it's been powered off for a while and kind of mossy, but it looks like there's a robot that could potentially be repaired. That's kind of like still
Ooh.
standing at one of the checkout cashier areas.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a question about the description of the area. Are we in like just kind of like a campus of like Devon, and these are just the amenities that they have like on that?
Basically, what looks like it happened is that this area was built out while you were sleeping, and part of that was they built out. Devon wasn't just a cryogenics company; they were kind of a just everything company. So they did supermarkets, they did banks, they did just about everything. So it looks like what they did here is over the bunker they built their own like kind of little miniature company town. That also kind of operated like its own miniature economy. So you've got that supermarket there, the mall behind it. Looks like in the area you're in, Avery, it looks like these like kind of motel-style apartments.
Yeah, Wally would approach Ashlyn and like, "Hey, found a few strangely preserved corpses up north in the mall. Looked to be the readings were clear on the Geiger, but bodies weren't picked clean, so something was keeping scavengers off."
Maybe some kind of mold or fungus.
I could not tell you. If we find hazmat scrap, I can try to repair them.
Well, I'll keep my pair of eyes out on the lookout.
Actually, are there any gas masks in the bunker that we've seen?
There would actually be quite a few in storage. Some of them are a little kind of worn through. It seems there was a defect in the manufacturing that, they weren't meant to last for like over 100 years. But there are a few that Kel, in your spare time, you've managed to kind of, take some of the parts that broke from some and kind of combine them into making like a handful of workable ones.
If you tell that to Wally, they can, during the next time we're in the bunker, try to make one or two functional ones out of the parts.
I think Kel will say over the radio. By the way, there are a couple gas masks in the bunker that should mostly work. At least the parts seem to. It's just the sort of thing that I honestly forgot about up until now.
That's fine. I can fix it later.
You a tinker?
I make work with what I'm given.
Oh
Makes
yeah.
sense.
By the way, one thing that I forgot to mention, while you were coming up, down far down, past the parking lot, kind of into the forested wilderness, off in the distance, kind of beyond the forest, down further south, you can see a few decently close by, partially ruined skyscrapers that definitely weren't there when you were frozen. Really, probably just like a couple miles away. There's a few lights in them, so it's possible that they're inhabited. And also, something that walking, I think Wally now, walking around the little motel administration building there, turning the corner, you would see kind of past a few of the buildings, a few of the taller buildings, something incredibly shocking in the distance. It almost looks like a gigantic aircraft carrier with legs, just off to the southeast area, kind of further that way.
Like in the distance?
Yeah,
Or
in the
nearby?
distance. It's like probably a good, like, maybe 10, 20-ish miles away, possibly.
Oh, wow.
It has been heavily modified. It almost looks like it has a gigantic industrial kind of just generator city thing on its back. In fact, I can actually give you a very basic MS Paint sketch that I made of this thing several months ago.
This thing, my beloved.
Indeed. I will find... there it is. And on the side, you'd be able to see... Probably everyone else would be, kind of coming around the corner and seeing it as well. In worn down words, something says, Stratus 403.
Does
Hey,
that
kind of looks like a
vaguely-
dog. Just like you, Pablo.
The hell is that thing?
Oh, I love Ultra Kill.
I've been told by local travelers, generally not to go there. Apparently, it's a massive radiation leak or some toxin around its site.
You already have outside contacts?
I was here for 2 weeks.
That's fair enough.
Been
Yeah.
meaning to ask.
Oh, yeah?
What do they use for money up here?
Teeth, believe it or not.
Teeth, huh?
I couldn't tell you why, but it just so happened to seem to be the currency they chose.
Wally quickly thinks about the fact that there's a bunch of fucking alligators in our bunker.
People
maybe
teeth?
I believe people teeth. Animal teeth? Question mark, Sean?
No, just people teeth.
Okay.
Because the
just,
special,
human
and
teeth.
Kel would know this, has a few in his inventory, from trades. It's mainly, like a lot of like fake teeth and stuff. You imagine that it is because, pre-war this was a very big retirement community, so there was a lot of industries for, lots of fake teeth for people of various materials.
Generally, just go by if it's shinier, it's worth more, unless it's chrome, in which case it's not worth that much.
I guess that makes sense.
Did you say there were some dead bodies around?
I'd advise against going in there, but at least until we get proper PPE.
I mean,
That's fair.
I guess it's a similar philosophy to coins. Like how they used to be backed by metal back in the day.
Yeah.
Before the paper dollar took over.
The order of magnitude goes like real teeth, which are approximately 1 cent, acrylic teeth, which are 10 cents. You can really just think of it as the dollar-cent system. Porcelain teeth are $1. Cobalt teeth? I don't understand why you would put cobalt in teeth.
That is a real tooth. A real type
That's
of
a
fake synthetic
very
tooth.
radioactive metal.
No, it's not.
No?
Isn't cobalt?
Cobalt 60 is radioactive. That's an isotope.
Oh, I'm mixing up cobalt and other cobalt.
Yeah.
No, cobalt is like used in a lot of
Yeah.
industrial purposes, like drill
Yeah.
bits.
Mhm.
It is not radioactive by default.
Actually, something that that Avery would notice going around is that, I haven't had the time to draw them, but in the parking lots, it's not totally empty. It's pretty scarce and barren. You remember something about that you read in the various terminal logs about, it being the holidays when the bombs fell, so plenty of people were home. So not a lot of people were parked at this bunker area. But there are a few very broken down and scavenged-looking cars. Notably, though, in the area kind of up here, in this kind of sectioned-off parking lot here, it looks like there's a whole bunch of kind of side-by-side, obviously very broken down, but that same Devon cryo car model that, nearly 200 years ago you were taken in. So it looks like that model actually had a decently long lifespan.
All right. Well, I'm going to go over to it, and I'm gonna like open up its engine compartment or something.
Also, something kind of annoying to take note of is chrome teeth, silver. There are both chrome teeth, silver teeth, and platinum teeth, all of which are borderline indistinguishable.
It
As a heads
seems
up?
like a good way to get scammed.
It really does, and I think it is. Gold teeth are probably going to be the best to work with.
Or an opportunity to scam others.
Hey, in no government world, who's to say what goes?
Well,
So
Avery,
Avery is gonna open up the hood of this car.
you can see you kind of flip
Let's
it
see what we
open.
got.
You have to kind of whack it a few times to kind of break the lock of it. But kind of swings open, and inside, it is incredibly rusted. Deeper down past all of the kind of surface level machinery and the like kind of core area, it looks like there are some parts and components that would be salvageable, various pipes and motors and whatnot, and some kind of various kind of heat generator thing with by the cryoatom tanks. But a lot of it's very. It would take some time to salvage it all without giving yourself tetanus.
Oh god.
But fortunately, there are about a dozen or so of these cars just kind of lined up here. So you could probably find some salvageable portions in at least some of them.
Does the multi-tool have actual tools, or is it just...
I think in general I sent a list, or was it general or was it something?
Oh
else?
yeah,
it was
you
important
did send
info.
that. I forgot about
lore
it.
posting, I believe. Yes, lore posting. And I sent it.
Alright, Jesus Christ, girly pop.
It's mostly just a.
That's not a
smart
proper
thing.
tool.
Although,
Oh.
speaking of your multi-tool, looking at it, you would see a little kind of notification in the corner about the map section, where it says, calculations complete, local area map estimation loaded.
Oh.
And you would see this. Kel, there's some areas that, it looks like Daya has kind of aggregated a lot of what Kel has seen in your various talks with other people and whatnot, and some of the things that you've found.
Mhm.
But sure enough, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I do.
Indeed.
I would like to use my cartography lore to kind of cross-reference this with an older map, or what I would know before the bombs dropped.
Indeed. In that case, I might be able to just grab a screenshot of Google Maps Florida. So here, yeah, go ahead and do and roll your cartography skill.
Okay, so that is under custom skills lore, and I have like +9.
Ooh, that's
By
good.
God, this woman knows maps.
Yeah, I do. I love cartography.
Actually, Sean, can you put that map into important info or lore post?
So that's a
Oh, yeah.
D20 +9, correct?
Yes.
Roll. 24.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, okay. In that case, yeah, I could probably just give you a solid screen cap or so. So you are roughly it's overlaid a little bit with this. Which if you want any like reference, I can just probably send the like link on Google Maps to like that exact area. So, obviously it looks like the area that's now called Brook Rim was the old city of Brooksville. Sure enough, there's been a decent bit of development. It looks like there's some of those lines, the kind of slightly darker ones, are actually what looks like train tracks. Over to...
In America?
Indeed. Surprising. Over to your kind of immediate west, that kind of splotchy area there, that is a quarry. It looks like it's been expanded a little bit. That lake was not there. Glowworm Lake, that was not there when,
New lake dropped.
yeah.
Kel.
Yes?
Not this kind of sounds imposing, but the hell's the labyrinth about? Why is it called that?
I actually do not remember. It's been a long time since I
wait.
read anything about the lab.
Looking like cross-referencing the maps. Is it because it's a fucking suburb?
Pretty much, yeah. It's a very suburby area around here. Suburby/rural.
No wonder it's a fucking labyrinth.
So
The
the labyrinths were a sort of maze-like network of mass housing by government-funded. Apparently, it's this big place for treasure adventurers, people who want to make it big by looting some big shit. However, there are a lot of zombies, like a lot of them. And it's
Zombies?
incredibly dangerous.
Fuck.
And effectively a lot of collapsed mazes of commie blocks, pretty much, but a little bit nicer, I think. I don't fucking know. I've not been there yet.
and you
I guess
would.
we would have. I guess we would have been too lucky to assume that nuking the damn world would wipe out the necrosis virus, whatever the hell it was called. What was it called again?
It did have a scientific name. No one actually used it because everyone just called it the zombie virus.
Yeah, from my understanding, it kind of grew a lot at the end of the world.
You do see, however, that it looks like inside the labyrinth there's the Tampa Region General Hospital, which that is the area that Daya mentioned, that there's like a list, supposedly in there's a list of all the other bunkers in the region.
Okay. Well, as we are looking at the map and whatnot, Avery is going to try to find a heavier component in this vehicle's engine.
Alright.
Also,
Like what
something I just
kinds?
remembered.
Doesn't matter, just something like that looks hefty and durable.
She wants a carburetor, goddammit!
I mean, you're kind of salvaging around. Why don't you do a, why don't you roll perception?
Okay, what do I have for that?
In fact, Wally, you roll perception too. You've got some pretty good
Oh
ears.
boy. Me? Little old me, I would never have perception.
+4.
I would also like to say that Kel is all ears.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Kel probably
Shut
too.
up!
27.
Right? Dirty 20?
Ooh, okay. All right. Well, Avery first. Avery, you're kind of like scrounging around through all of the various cars and whatnot, clanging around, and you do manage to find a couple of components, but nothing's really what you're looking for until towards near the very end. You reach in and you find this one pipe that is way heavier than it should be.
Ooh.
You pull it out, and for some reason, you have no fucking idea why. Maybe it's some weird chemical reaction. This pipe is like full of some like concrete mixture.
That's concrete, baby.
That's concrete, baby!
Cement?
Avery kind of just like pulls it out, or tries to get it out at least. I don't know if it'll
you can
take
just-
time, but
you
once
can
she
get it.
gets it out, she kind of like tosses it up in her hands, trying to feel like the heft of it. And she's like, "This'll do. Yeah, this'll do
Meanwhile, Kel and Henry. Kel, your ears begin to twitch a little bit.
Mhm.
You can feel almost a very faint vibration under the ground. Henry? Wally? Your ears zero in on a specific frequency. You can hear and feel this rumble on the ground. For a moment, you kind of put your hand down and feel the ground. Motors. Something southeast. More east than south. Very likely coming from the road, just this side of Ted Road. A lot
Immediately, like, Henry would shoot back up from touching the floor. Fuck, we might have contact.
Have there been any like motor caravans by recently?
of them. Most caravans around these parts don't actually use like fuel vehicles. There are a few people who you know to use fuel, and they are mostly raiders.
Okay.
Not quite raiders always. At least like gang members. You're kind of fortunate around here because most of the gangs in this region aren't like immediately gonna shoot you on sight, but they might try and like extort some money from you.
We should probably either go back to the bunker or hide.
Is
How
there?
many you figure?
How many do I figure, GM?
Well,
Of the 27.
it's tough to really make sure. It's definitely more than one. Probably less than 5. Although, it's hard to tell what kind of motor it is. From the distance. It could either be maybe some cars or possibly some bikes.
Let's. Looking around, could I see a vantage point that I could like hop up to?
Indeed, probably, yeah. There is actually, yeah. It's not on that because I can't do like foreground stuff with my current skill level. But over here, this kind of gas station type area, there is a it's kind of has that kind of roof type thing over it,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you could
yeah.
try and like find a way. There are like some trees over in this place. You could possibly climb up some of the trees to get on top of it.
I give him a boost.
With my doubled jumping height, could I at least hang off?
Ooh, you'd probably need Ashlyn to like throw you up in combination.
I
with your
will
jump.
do a fastball special if needed.
God, BT!
Ash, thank you. I did just like climb onto her like first the knee, then the leg, then the hand, then on her
Yeah.
shoulders and pop up.
Ashlyn, do like an athletics to see how far you can throw him.
Gotcha.
Because she is like 8 feet tall, right?
She, I think barely under 8 feet with the hat.
It's like 7.5.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh, that wrong thing. I
Yeah,
put
forgot
dice.
the.
Plus
forgot
9!
Okay. Not bad,
Oh,
not bad.
plus 10.
Jump up.
9 plus 10.
Think. Yeah, I think that'd get you enough that Henry, you could very easily just like jump up and kind of hoist yourself up, remembering all the you're still in decent shape from your more recent military training and exercises. You kind of pull yourself up. It's very dirty and kind of wet up here, but you're able to kind of flop yourself down, and the little it's got that, how like buildings have those little like borders on the roof to like kind of trap rain and let it come out of specific areas. That kind of those kind of rain trap border things give you a decent
absolutely.
cover.
Yeah. Wally like squats down, takes out their rifle, and like lays it on the wall, and like reflexively lowers to try to look through a scope. Remembers that they have fuck all. Go and just peer out to try to count how many cars coming.
Well, you can see it a little bit over the roof, but they're getting pretty close now. Looks like 6 of them in total. Not cars, but motorcycles. Very ramshackle ones. It actually looks like they would have been made out of other scrapped motorcycles. Some kind of scrapper gang by the look of it.
Yeah, over the radio, very shortly. 6 contact on 6, all motorized. Seems to be scrapped.
The rest of you can all hear it pretty clearly now, too.
And how many was that, sorry?
6.
6. Okay, my God. We should probably hide away.
Yeah.
All right, where do we
Go-
want
go
to
to
go?
cover.
Back to? Do we have time to go back to the bunker?
They're very close. Run to one of the mall places.
Just in direct straight up?
Let's go, Pablo.
In here.
I
No?
mean, 'cause to be fair, the bunker's right here.
Yeah, I'll just say, I think this area is walled off, but I could just, real quick, I could probably delete some of the walls here, because this is meant to be like a car wash that you could easily hide in.
Oh, yeah.
Wally will just like, hit the deck, lay down into the water.
Alrighty, what's Ashlyn gonna do?
Well, she was gonna help Henry down, but since we're
This actually hasn't been on wall.
hiding there.
Oh yeah, no, that's meant to be walled, because that's like
It's just
chain
part-
link fences that are preventing that.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's and that in there, there's actually it's kind of like an electrical substation, just behind
Okay.
the car wash.
Where's the
It's very
wall?
good to take cover behind electrical substations. They won't shoot because fear of explosive.
Well, sure enough, you can see him coming in hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All of them quickly
Oh, whoops.
quickly rolling in. If I can get the selection right, there we go. Yeah, the rumble of the motorcycles, you can all hear it. It clearly looks like they haven't actually seen you, Wally, which is very good. They're wearing plenty of like this kind of scrap metal type armor. Some of them have got welding masks on. They definitely look like they are their own mechanics.
Kel is just gonna draw his rifle for safety.
They kind of
Avery readies her revolver.
come to a bit of a halt as the leader, the one at front. He seems to just kind of stop for a moment, put his hand up behind as the others kind of goes to the side, puts his motorcycle kind of kickstand down, looks to some of his gang. McCoy, Jace, you're on kickstand duty. Keep him safe. Rest of us, find him. They can't be too far. This is the only place they could hide without dying. Rest of them kind of give a little, kind of brief little salute as it looks like they're starting to kind of fan out, although kind of sticking together a little bit. The leader's there. I'll actually get a different color. I'll get like a purple color for the leader so you can recognize him.
Why he purple?
You know. And then the
Can I type to people?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna speak into my radio. That would be stupid. They get texted a quick transcript of what they're saying. Two taking point of the vehicles, 2 and 4 fanning out to look for people. Be on the lookout. One of them seems to be calling shots.
Yeah, did you piss anybody off?
Not to my knowledge. I have no idea who they could be looking for.
GM, as I hear them like move towards where I know my friends are, can I slowly crawl to be in a position where if the crew gets caught, I am already in ambush to put a hole in a motherfucker?
Indeed. Do a stealth check though.
I would love to, my
And I
dearest
will
GM.
roll their perception.
19. Fuck me, dog.
Ooh, it's gonna be a tense one.
Yeah, but I'm currently sending you waves to roll poorly.
True.
Oh, unfortunately, it looks like my D20, my physical D20 has vanished again, so...
You know what that means?
I can roll it for you.
You can use Foundry.
I want to do, like, these ones, like, I'll do combat ones. I was gonna do combat ones in the future as, like,
Well,
you know, public
can do
roles.
secret.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
do
You can do
private
secret
rolls.
rolls on Foundry.
Oh, yeah.
You see where it says
Just do
public?
You see where it says public roll above the text box?
Yeah,
you
it's,
click that. It's a drop
Yeah,
down.
private GM roll.
It's
Yeah.
plus, it's a slash roll in Foundry, right?
Yeah, or you can
Yes.
use dice tray.
Yeah, use the button at the bottom. Yeah.
Ah, question marks. I'm scared.
Oh, that
Ooh.
is scary.
Well, yeah, you're able to kind of move over, let's say, like, maybe, like, around up here. As you can hear them kind of scouting out, around you. And...
I imagine these motherfuckers have to be loud and clanky as shit.
Oh, very much, yeah. One of them, you can hear them kind of mumbling to each other. So, what do you plan to do if we find him? Simple as simple. We just take him right back and get paid. Yeah. Want to check the corner store? Oh, shit, wait, no! Ron, look! Holy shit. Mechanic shop. Looks pretty untouched. Whatever. We've come all this way. Might as well have some fun.
Where are they looking?
In this area right here, which is kind of a
Okay, gotcha.
mechanic's shop. I think one of you went in there, and you could see that there were like a couple of very, very, very stripped down car frames in there. They're just kind of going forward. It's very dark in your car wash area, and you're kind of like to the side, so they don't like immediately see you. They're kind of going in before the leader, Ron, you think you heard his name was. He kind of stops his comrade on the shoulder there. Hang on a second. You stay outside. I'll go in. I got the hunch of something. Sure thing. I'll cover you. Kind of gives him a pat on the shoulder as he heads in. The other one, he just kind of just turns around and just... Okay. Probably taking all the valuable shit to himself. Hunch my ass. He just kind of like, not really looking, but just kind of aimlessly sitting out there waiting to be called in.
It's just him and someone else.
Should I attempt diplomacy?
Sure.
I'm probably the worst person actually, but I also know what's going on. I'm not.
I'm
Anyone
no leader.
here got some people skills?
I'm no leader.
You just hear a chuckle over the radio.
Actually, I'm curious. Does any one of us actually have any charisma skills?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
-1, baby. -1.
Hold on.
Oh,
I
I
have
+0.
Actually, wait, no, I can. I do have this skill. I'm so sorry. I have
What's your charisma?
+7
By the way,
God.
in
all of you
diplomacy.
all of you
I'm
should
sorry.
do a bit of a stealth roll if you're gonna hide there.
I don't think we need to hide,
I
but
think I'm gonna come out front at least.
All right.
I will be the muscle.
Hello, my good sir.
Whoa! Holy crap! He kind of
Heard you were looking for sweet people around here.
he kind of steps back a little bit, and he's got like what looks to be a very kind of taped together, kind of improvised shotgun. He kind of moves it up, but sees he's clearly outnumbered, and catching a look at Ash, quite probably outmatched. All right, easy there. Hold on, not a step
Hey, we
closer.
don't mean any harm.
I'm going to make an easy assumption and assume that we're not who you're looking for, right?
Yeah, I guess not. Ron, we got some folks outside.
Could you give us a description? Maybe we could help you.
1 minute. The door swings open again.
Hello, sir.
Ah, Hunch was right. Good job, man. He kind of pats his fella on the back. Well. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about my buddy here. Kind of pats his shotgun and pulls the shotgun to point down instead of at you. Sorry. I have to admit, I've didn't realize this whole place was inhabited. This is your turf, right?
Yeah, just a little
Oh,
bit.
hey there. Keep back.
Oh, no. Avery's gonna come up and try to shake his hand.
He is immediately going to put his hand over to, like, his sidearm.
Avery, that is not how it does anymore.
Oh,
Step
all
back
right.
10 feet, thank you.
That's right.
My
Sorry,
apologies.
I mean no offense. It's just... You seem like polite type, but out here you can never be too careful.
I respect it. Once again, could I ask who especially you were looking for?
Couple of fugitives, dangerous folks. There's a bounty for 'em way up north.
Any descriptions?
Sorry, but we like to keep our scores a bit personal. Though,
That's understandable.
maybe.
Alright.
Tell you what. Let me call the rest of my gang here, and we can smooth this whole thing over. I have to
That sounds
assume
like a
that
plan.
not all of you have come out in person. You probably got some other folks hiding around somewhere too, right?
We have a couple in waiting, you could say.
Alright.
Something like that.
He kind of pulls out his little walkie-talkie and signals to the others to rally up around the bikes and come up a bit back. The rest of them, but he tells them to, the two of them are gonna stay by the bikes. The rest are gonna kind of stay back a little bit at a kind of healthy distance. All right there. Hope you don't mind if we just head back to our kin here. It's a bit hard to negotiate when we don't have all the muscle in check, when we're both not on a more equal footing.
I respect it. Hey, Miss Mechanic, do you have any opinions on their motorbikes? Do you think they're well put together?
I mean, they're a little shoddy, but I guess if they work, they work.
I mean, not everything can be as pretty as it was before the war.
Yep. I find it quite, what's the word?
Endearing?
Rustic.
Impressive. Oh my god. I find it quite impressive anyway. I find it quite impressive, honestly.
That's an awfully nice praise coming from a fellow mechanic. I can tell.
Oh, you betcha.
So, I must admit, I'm quite sorry that I've stumbled onto your turf here. If we had known this place was claimed, we would have knocked on the front door first.
Oh, it's quite alright. We didn't mean to startle you anyways.
I'd prefer if you got out, but if you're just looking for a couple people, person?
Sure thing.
I've not seen any by here recently.
We're not here to cause any trouble. We just want
I
to
hope
have
not.
a look around and make sure that the folks we're looking for aren't hiding around in your hair. Besides, you all look quite well fed. Anyone who's, that well fed probably knows how to handle themselves in a fight.
Either you have any problems with them just looking around? It's a pretty picked clean parking lot. Not picked clean, but you know. No complaints?
Well, might as well just leave them to their business.
Avery?
I mean, if that's the plan, let's go for it.
Alright, make sure your little fucking beast there doesn't bark at them or anything.
Oh, don't worry, Pablo's very well behaved.
Alright. I wish I could believe that.
There's some champions.
He just gets a little excited around folks like you, Kale. Don't give him trouble for that. I'm so sorry. I'm having so much trouble with words.
No, you're good, you're good. The cryo sickness is finally getting to her brain.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
All right.
But,
Well, now that I know that you're all reasonable people, he kind of holsters his gun and kind of carefully takes a few steps forward. Holds out his hand. Ron.
Avery, if you would be so kind.
I'm Avery. Nice to meet you.
Slaps you on the hand and gives you a hearty shake through his leather glove.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have a handshake roll?
yeah. Give do like a handshake roll for like asserting dominance.
Okay, wait,
How
but
clean's the dap?
I can do this good. So, what was my negotiator skill thing?
Diplomacy?
Let me see.
No, there was like a feat or something, wasn't it? Oh wait, hold on.
I think
No, it was
a feature.
Oh God, I forget what it's under. I'm so sorry.
It'd probably be
Just
under
upbeat.
features.
Yeah, you can probably find it under features somewhere.
Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, no, it's there's several menus. There's like nothing there. +2 bonus rolls. Oh, that's bartering. Never mind. No, I'm sorry.
You're good.
This is their hand. Oh shit, that's a good handshake roll.
Oh God.
That's a very intimidating handshake.
And we're rolling intimidate.
No, this is like diplomacy.
Oh, okay.
Or
At least he's rolling.
I'm
diplomacy.
scared.
I'd
I
argue
still-
that whatever
I
your
still have a-
highest charisma is, excluding.
I still have a
handle.
7+ to this, so it's okay.
Mhm. Let's
Well,
look at-
charisma does include force of personality, which is
Yeah, true.
very on brand.
Ooh.
Yeah, he is absolutely
Mugged.
mogging you.
You can't say that.
It's not even close. It is just like absolutely just like just like
It's not as bad as it could be.
it's not
be
it's
a lot
not
worse.
terrible, but like he is very clearly he's asserting dominance in this interaction.
Oh.
Right.
No?
Now then. Spins around and heads to the rest of his folks. Now then, these nice people have helped us go, have allowed us to poke around their place of residence. So, that's exactly what we're gonna do. And we're not gonna steal anything, is that right? Really? They look rich.
Also, as a word of caution, word of good faith, don't go into that room. It is very full of poison.
Alright. I'll take your word for it. He's gonna do a bit of an insight roll at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that shouldn't have been public, but... Yeah, he can pretty clearly see that, that you are, in fact, telling the truth.
Yeah, it'd be really funny if he did think I was lying.
Yeah,
Yay, more teeth!
yeah, that does make sense. Place like that. Gonna be a lot of coughing. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, of course. I can also say, me and my friends here know for a fact there generally shouldn't be anyone up in this area. If you're looking for someone, they're probably down a bit south.
Right. Actually, hey, tell you what. Rest of you lot, go ahead and just check around, see what you can find. Let me do a bit more negotiating here. Alright. They kind of give you all a bit of a wary look, but, you know, they kind of continue just going about their own areas, kind of going back to where they were. One of them is going to kind of check in that area you were kind of hiding in. Ron, he kind of turns over to you.
Anything left to negotiate?
A little bit. I got a few things I'd like to probe and ask.
All right.
Ask
Shoot.
away.
Now, you're all honest folks, but I won't
course.
pretend like I haven't been stabbed in the back by some honest folks before.
Of
So,
course.
now, I don't mean to offend. I'm sure you're telling the truth, but on the off chance you're lying,
Yep.
you should know these folks that we're looking for are pretty dangerous types. You don't get a bounty like that on your head without doing some pretty messed up stuff to folks. Here, one of them's pretty sick, too. Could turn any moment. So, tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
If they happen to be being protected by you, or if you happen to find them once we're off,
Yep.
you bring them to us up at our camp.
Could you,
We'll split the
how
reward
far
with you.
is the direction?
We're just at the base of the Floral Pass.
Okay.
Steel wrenches might have heard of us. He kind of puts his shoulder guard out, and there's a little like welded icon of a wrench on it.
Has Kel ever heard of these people?
You actually have, yeah. Up at the Floral Pass area, the kind of elevated highway there, that area is usually controlled by a gang called the Men of the Mist. However, about a year ago, there was a bit of a schism between them, where a whole bunch of them broke off and founded the Steel Wrenches gang. The Men of the Mist are actually very, they're a lot nicer to deal with. They won't really extort you. They'll just like charge protection fees for escorting you up and down the road. But the Steel Wrenches they can be a little more violent when things come to it.
I've heard talk of you, yes.
All good things, I hope.
I've heard your leader is a personality, strong one too.
That's for sure. Right. We're looking for a guy, older gentleman. A bit of a darker skin. He's kind of got a big wide hat like that one. He kind of points to Ashlyn. Old dusty brown, looks like a cowboy poncho type thing. Not less of a poncho, I guess, more of a duster.
Looking for a fucking cowboy in Florida.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty rough. But I hear they're not exactly from around here. From a bit farther up north.
I mean, God, that's.
He's got a kid with him. The kid's supposed to be taken alive. Someone he kidnapped from someone else. I think he's got some fucked up eye or something. I don't know if I mean, I've been hearing this from whole game of telephone, but from what I can make out of it, it's got some either eye patch or bionic eye, your fucked up eye, your third eye, or something. I don't know.
Mr. I, we could call him.
Suppose you could. Tell you what, there is a lot of money in it, though, for whoever brings him in. And by the looks of it, you don't exactly have enough transportation to get up where the bounty's being accepted. So you find him, bring him up to us, we'll get you a bit of our own money for the trouble, and then we'll get the reward ourselves. Everyone's happy.
Well, Avery claps her hands together. That sounds like a lovely deal.
What else do we get? Considering we'd be losing out on half the reward if we just handed them to you.
Well,
Oh God, I'm sorry.
drive a hard bargain. Though, of course, I think you'd find it a little tough to actually get there. It's up pretty far past the Wild Wall.
Yeah, I haven't really been up past the Wild Wall.
I find it hard to believe that you could actually make it yourself. No offense, of course, it's just
No, I respect
bit of a
it, I
journey.
respect
Fine. How about at the very least, we'll make a trust between each other then.
it. Yeah. I think being in the good, what's the word? Good
Goodwill.
reputation. Goodwill, yes. Having goodwill with one of the larger gangs around here would certainly be good for us.
Sure is, sure is. We remember our favors to folks. I'll admit, we're not exactly the largest player on the board, so we don't have much of a choice but to make sure that the folks who give us goodwill get it back in return.
Of course. You wouldn't really want to be stabbing many friendlies in the back if there aren't hundreds of you, multiple hundreds.
Tell you what, I know my gang, we've been traveling for quite a long while on bike. Some folks were eager to do a little bit of salvage. This place, it's your turf, isn't it? He kind of looks around.
You could call it that.
It doesn't
It's,
look very well maintained. No offense.
Yeah, we somewhat recently got here.
Right. I heard you talking something about that. Some kind of war or something. Must
Yeah,
be
you could
rough.
Call it that.
I haven't
bet you
heard of
could
any
call us
wars
refugees.
around recently.
Around, no? You could call us refugees if you would like.
Ah,
Technically accurate.
from far off then.
Yeah.
Well, finders keepers, I suppose. It'd be rude to run you out.
By God, would it be?
If you could.
Well, we aren't the whole gang, Princess. But no. We wouldn't do that.
I'd hope not.
Where are you all from, anyhow?
I was from... Well, you can probably hear my accent. I wasn't originally a native to the States. State?
Really,
Only
now?
that, though.
I've heard
Avery
quite a
kinda
few
like-
people with that kind of accent a little
They'll have you.
small ways up north. Not as far as the bounty, but
That's interesting.
I hear plenty of them are further down south, too. So which one are you?
Well, as I said, technically south.
Right.
Not the, what are they? New Petersburg? That's the civilization relatively close, right?
Ah, Petersburger. I've heard of you folks.
No, I said not. I said not from there. Way further.
Not
way
from
south.
further down.
Way further down.
Damn.
I'm not even 100% sure where my friends here are from.
I'm from oh, I don't know what the local terminology is for it, but New Oak. Oh God, hold on, I can't pronounce this. I'm so tired. New Okeechobee.
Okeechobee. That's a name I haven't heard before.
That's... can Cal make a lore check, like a lore geography check? Because I don't think he'd have reason to know much about Alabama.
That's not Alabama.
That's
that not-
Florida.
That's the city that was destroyed in the terrorist attack and that was going to be rebuilt as the gigantic concrete
Gotcha.
megalith.
Yeah. Oh, the Megalopolis.
Megalopolis? That far down?
Oh.
I've heard it was called Okeechobee before this current state of events in the world. Maybe.
Avery is just staring daggers at Kel for some reason, but isn't saying much at the second.
You folks still hang on to the old name, then? I like it.
Yep.
Seems
Sentimental value.
Right.
Don't know much from them, gonna be honest.
Tell you what, this place, my gang finds anything they'd like, we'd be fine to buy it off you.
Well, that sounds like a wonderful deal.
That
Sure, we
does.
could work something out.
Of course, if you'd like to buy anything from us, we didn't exactly bring too much, but we could find a mutual arrangement. Got some supplies in our satchels over there. How many teeth you got?
We don't have much on us. We've honestly stayed pretty far from the trade caravans and such. I'm the only one who's done any actual trading. Mostly been living off the lands for the time being. I have only a gold tooth, good few acrylics, couple cobalts. You know how it is. Nothing rich.
Suppose so. Yeah. I hear they use some other kind of currency way up north. Hope I can exchange it when I get the bounty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
What's the currency called, if you heard?
no damn idea. I just heard rumors about it.
Yeah, makes sense. I would assume not everyone everywhere would have a tooth standard.
Right. He kind of gets a little bit of a ringing on his walkie-talkie from some of the folks.
Someone find something?
Boss, we ain't found him, but we did find something else. There's a whole working soda machine in one of these buildings. Really?
Wait, what?
You selling?
I'd have to see it.
What
Let's
kind of
go
soda
over there
machine?
and see what we could see how much we are willing to part with it for.
Yeah.
Right. And with that would be probably down over... that'd probably actually be pretty far down south in the, actually probably in the little apartment building down,
Gotcha.
here-ish. Some people, some people, they kind of come over and they've got like a little, one of the motorcycles has like a little like kind of wagon cart behind it. And they kind of
Very
like
cute, very cute.
put the soda machine on it and they kind of drive it over so you can get a look at it.
My god, does it have soda in it?
Yeah, it's a nice score.
That is...
Oh, boss, we gotta buy it. Now, be polite. Come on. It's these folks' stuff. And we're not
Well,
looking to make any enemies, aren't we?
Mind if I inspect it real quick?
Sure. Go ahead.
Well-
Be good to get a good appraisal of it.
I imagine about here-ish is where it is?
Yeah. And they're gonna make their own appraisals of it as well.
Yeah, Avery, you're much more of a mechanic than I. Do you have any...
Yeah, so what would I roll for this?
Knowledge engineering, I believe?
Okay.
Yeah,
that
knowledge engineering.
is
Yeah. I will
plus
also roll that.
8. Okay.
Ooh.
Wait.
Ooh.
I'm going... Wait, can I roll and then maybe use something after if it's not a good roll?
You can re-roll using inspiration,
Yeah.
Yes,
or you
but
could use an inspiration to add to the current roll before you roll.
I have a skill that lets me take 20 on engineering checks.
Oh!
Oh, that also works.
Ooh.
So,
Mhm.
am I allowed to use that like retroactively after my?
don't believe.
I don't believe so. You could just take 20.
Not retroactively, no, but in
Okay,
the future.
I'll take 20, so 28 if that factors in the
Modifier.
modifier, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So-
I mean, it looks to be in working order. That's very nice.
It is in near pristine condition. It even doesn't have that much dirt on it.
How the fuck is it powered?
I mean, it's not very powered.
I mean, if it has power and it's not plugged into something, then that's fucking insane.
No, it's more so just that like the mechanic parts of it still work, or the
Oh,
mechanical
gotcha,
parts.
gotcha.
But they do have like a little like makeshift generator from their motorcycles they plug in, and sure enough,
gotcha.
the lights kind of flicker to life a little bit, and like just in the kind of it's kind of something sparks, and it drops a very very cooled can of what looks to be a flavor of Galactic Fizz Cola that you have never had before because it came out after you were frozen.
My god, I didn't... Devon really knew their shit, huh?
They definitely know how to keep shit cool.
Yeah.
He kind of thinks a little bit about it, kind of while looking it over. 1 platinum.
1 platinum? I'd say, in perfect working condition, this would be a bit more than 1 platinum. I'd argue, at the lowest, 2 platinum a gold?
1 platinum, and we got some canned food in some of our satchels. About, for you lot, I'd say it'd be about 3 days worth.
3 days worth of food. Platinum and 3-ish days worth of food? How's that sound to you? Kel is looking at the, like, slightly glancing down at the multi-tool, waiting for Wally to respond.
They, one of them kind of, like, whispers in the boss's ear, "Boss, our food? We still got more to look. Trust me, man. I know what I'm doing."
You in it for the parts, I assume?
You could say that. Besides, it's a real damn morale booster to have something like this around.
Absolutely.
Cool any kind of drink with it, I guess. You put it in there.
A platinum. 1 platinum, 1 gold. Food. Seems good to me, personally.
No gold. 1 platinum in the food.
Come on, you can at least throw in a silver on top. 1 platinum would be a steal.
1 platinum, 1 chrome, and the food.
A chrome. Does that sound fair to you guys?
I guess.
I mean, sure.
Then it's a deal.
Yeah, I think it's a deal. I think it's a deal.
Offers a good handshake for it, and they kind of load it on and everything, and some of them look a little dissatisfied, but they hand the food over, and the rest of them looks like they're kind of getting back on their bikes, and they kind of some of the smaller ones, they kind of give you all some dirty looks as they head out, kind of leaving Ron to go back at his own pace.
Come on, you got the shinies.
Sure thing. Flips them both over to you. Whoops, sorry. That's two chrome. This is a platinum.
And can Kel make a perception check on that?
Sure, sure.
Let me check my. Where is it? Play. My God.
Yep, that is definitely. It is in fact the kind of weighing them in your hands. It is in fact the a platinum and a chrome.
Okay. Good deal. Thank you.
And you know where our camp is in case you find those rascals.
Of course.
They're definitely around here somewhere, so I expect you to come here kinda soon if you find them.
You've got my word.
Right.
We'll keep our eyes peeled.
And the rest of them are kind of getting on their bikes and getting ready to head out. When he stops for a moment. Said you were all from round further down south, yeah?
Nah, we're a bunch of refugees from various parts of America. I believe one of us isn't even from America,
Howdy.
which is kind of insane.
Just one of us?
I mean, yeah. Not here, of course. He's down. Let's just say hiding back. He's feeling a bit sick today.
America, huh?
America, what this land once was called, if you weren't aware of that.
Haven't heard it called that by too many folks.
It's old term for it. Name of the continent. Name of the tectonic area. I'm sorry, I'm not that sure how the education has gone up here. Down here? Around here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Avery scoffs at the mention of the education.
How old are you all? He kind of
I don't see why you need to know that.
Pulls out a
Mid-twenties.
cigarette. 20s, huh?
Yeah.
So, sorry, I was gonna offer you a smoke, but don't know how old you all were, so.
I like that excuse.
Where were you when the brick roads ended?
I'm going to be honest, not here.
Rest of you?
I've been drifting all my life, pretty much. So,
Avery just shrugs.
couldn't have been here when whatever happened
Yeah.
happened.
As I've said, we're all pretty recent here.
Right.
Don't worry, we're no like spies or whatever. Whatever. You got your deal. You're taking it. We're taking it. Well, if we find a man with an interesting eye who looks like a cowboy and has a child, we will bring them up to you, okay?
Be seeing ya,
See ya.
American. And with that, they hop back on their bikes, and the whole lot of them ride away with the thingy in tow.
Wally, you can stand down now. I don't believe there's anyone around here left.
Sound of a safety flipping, and then finally Wally comes out of being half submerged in water.
Do you need a shower?
Seems to me like I got one.
Oh, and like stagnant water. Oh, that's vile.
Whatever. I'm gonna advise when we get back to the bunker you shower. This shit could have many toxins your body has not been exposed to.
There were a few pigeons up there that Wally saw, though. A couple of them was
Pigeons still exist?
Holy shit!
pigeons are never gonna die.
How the fuck can you kill pigeons? Yeah, what?
That's unfortunate.
Wally kind of climbs down, and a couple of pigeons kind of like flock down after him and just start kind of like pecking around the ground, thinking he might have accidentally dropped some food.
But yeah, we can. That wasn't. See, the only reason I sold it to them for that cheap is because we have like 70 more downstairs.
No kidding.
Yeah. Now the floor that you all came from, I swear to God, the walls were just lined with them.
Shit, now that you mention it, yeah.
Yeah.
Arcade machines.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Please
we're
ignore
sitting
the
on a
skee ball
fortune.
machine. We really are. Dude,
Well.
Go ahead.
All those moving parts, electronic shit.
Yeah.
We should get to mapping this place out and scrapping some stuff.
That too.
Absolutely.
It's never a bad idea to look around, even if fortune lies below our feet. You know, I really thought the world would be more fucked up than this. Grass
Oh.
is growing, there's people.
I mean, we are in a, from my understanding, a pretty calm part of the new America.
Speaking of which,
guess.
Kel,
Yeah.
you seem to know a lot more than you initially let on, and I think
As I
that
said.
when we get back to the bunker, you should tell us instead of just
That
leading us out.
would be a good idea. I was gonna talk to you earlier about the It wasn't only bombs, nuclear war. Since we were asleep, not only was it a bunch of scientific innovations, the world went through a fucking ice age. I've been told. For about 100 years.
Actually, it was probably closer to 40.
For about 40 years.
I'm sorry, we were under for 100 years. I don't know how that makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh,
we technically were under a bit more than that. Yeah,
I bite you.
I guess we were under our own ice age.
true.
You think about it.
But yeah, there's. You may notice some places are weirdly brittle or soft, or it's probably due to that. They're the little lake on the map that is assumed to be a nuclear crater and also has some weird shit about it around it, believed to the Ice Age, believed to be assigned to the Ice Age. Sorry. Yeah. There is the steel wrenches. They're about as close as to the archetypical raiders as you can find, but even that, they're much more reasonable than I thought.
Well,
They're a faction split from the Men of the Fog, Men of the Mist. They're, it's like, I believe the founder of the steel wrenches was a higher up in the Men of the Mist who had a problem with the leader of the Men of the Mist and so started his own splinter faction. It doesn't matter all that much. They don't like each other. The steel wrenches can be kind of insane. I think we got lucky there. I don't think that's the expected.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
So what are the Men in the Mist like?
I've not met them. They're much further. They're even further north than them. From what I understand, they're generally a bit nicer. They don't really. They're less raiders, more a mafia, I think you could say.
Okay.
Uh,
But
there are also. Hold on, which was it?
I got an idea, and you can tell me if it's stupid, but
Yeah.
under the hypothetical that we find whoever they're looking for,
Uh-huh.
that means we're holding their paycheck right above their heads.
It does.
I think we can ask for something that
I
could be
agree.
very useful for us.
I agree. Because I very much assumed that they would not give us a 50-50 or even 10% or whatever.
We could get something worth more than any money,
Absolutely.
or potentially,
Well,
but
I don't think this person's going to be that big of a bounty.
either way, what I was thinking, they know vehicles, right?
Apparently, yes.
I think we could get a car out of them if we.
I haven't said this until now. I'm pretty sure we have enough vehicles.
Do we?
So
Thought they'd all be
if-
busted down by now.
if you follow me, up a bit north, to here, this area. Down here, I'm pretty sure. I've
Yeah, that's the
not actually seen my way up.
this.
There is an underground, massive parking complex. Lower levels should be flooded the fucking back, but the upper levels, they're in perfect working condition. If not, maybe battery's dead, fuel a bit stale.
Shit. Well, guess we really are fucking sitting on gold.
Yeah, no, by God, this is a gold mine in an apocalypse.
I think the one thing we don't really have a lot of anymore is food.
Yeah.
Guess we could trade all our.
Want to give someone a Corvette for a cornfield?
If we've got 50 of them, it wouldn't be too bad of a deal.
I mean, Kel, you have actually met some of the farmers
the-
nearby too.
Yes. A bit to the east, a bit northeast, I believe. There are actually some like mass-producing farmers. We probably should go to them to get some food relatively soon.
Have anything they might need? Or
I
you think we'd
believe they
have to
just-
trade with teeth?
I believe they trade for teeth. Maybe we could, if there's a tractor in there, if we could give it to them, they'd probably be pretty thankful for that. I've not looked around what's the word? The parking garage all that much, excluding my own vehicles in there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the one I had, one of the ones I have in there is where I got this little thingy from. At least the body of it. Kel's holding out his SKS, which is very fucked up because it shoots lasers. But yeah.
Avery's just gonna kind of... Wait, never mind. No, this will be funnier. Pablo goes over to a nearby tree and picks up a sturdy-looking branch in his mouth and kind of just trots behind Avery with it.
Something, as Pablo does this, something dashes around, kind of hiding behind curbs, and follows Pablo.
Henry, get your gun out, please.
Wait, do we notice this?
Yep.
By the time Kel says that, it was already out. Running.
You see 2 little ears stick up, and a very fluffy tail. A fox.
What the hell?
It was hiding inside the forest area, the tree area that Pablo got the stick from.
Maybe your little mutt is worth something. That.
Watch it, cat boy.
Alright, let's take a deal. Let's take a vote. Do we want to hunt it for sport or food in this case? Or do we want to leave it be?
I can't imagine a fox would be easy to catch, nor really give enough on it to
Well,
get much out of.
We do have a pretty good marksman right here, it seems.
I'd say we save the ammo on something bigger.
Yeah.
Besides, Wally, what caliber is that anyway?
Wally instantly replies as Ollie pulls up the fucking character sheet. One second.
It's 889 veneer.
Yeah. I have it right here. It is 8.89 millimeters veneer.
Huh.
It's in case you didn't pick up on that, that's a pretty powerful round.
I think
Yeah, I
it
would
ripped
obliterate
it
this
apart.
fucking thing.
Yeah,
If you shot it with that, I don't think that anything would be left.
that's pretty fair.
I mean, I know
Just
my way
flip the
around
skull,
marshes
yeah.
pretty well. We can
I
hunt for
know.
something bigger.
Miss, are you suggesting that we hunt for an alligator?
Hell no. Alligator tastes like shit.
Well,
Cannibalism.
Well,
we
Besides,
got an
got
indoor
plenty
hunting ground if
downstairs.
that were the case.
we're probably gonna be good on food for a couple days.
That's true, but
Anyways, but food's always
what-
safe.
I
other
say
kind of animals?
we just kind of deal with what we have and
I've honestly not seen many animals around here. There's quite a lot of fish nearby, in whatever direction that Kel went in to go fishing.
Oh,
Fish
yeah.
works.
I've heard tales of a giant fucking caterpillar that's poisonous and kills people.
Does not sound like food.
It does not, you're right. I personally would not want to encounter it from what I've heard. A good few alligators, as they're alligators and crocodiles, actually.
There could be some like leftover canned stuff just like buried somewhere, and there's the you notice there is actually this kind of scrapped area right here.
Where?
The area
Oh,
kind of like
I
on
see.
the this
I see.
Yeah.
that used to be a kind of like overpass thing that had a restaurant in the overpass before it kind of fell down and collapsed. The sign is still there, even though it doesn't have any power, and you can see it kind of says in very futuristic-y writing, it says, New Age Future Foods. It's possible that like buried under the scrap metal there of that building, there could maybe be like a couple bits of scrap metal or like scrap cans that have some food left. Otherwise, there could be some just like stuff just around. Maybe there's like some edible grasses or like mushrooms or stuff just like that are growing.
Are there any
around, too.
cattails?
Probably there actually are somewhere. Yeah.
Because I know.
Probably
I know.
a ton of
Kel
cattail.
Probably. Yeah, because actually probably everyone here would know that cattails are like just actually like really really good in survival situations.
Mm-hmm.
Because they both provide a bit of food, a lot of tender, and rope, effectively.
I've always been told that cattails are not edible.
Their roots are, I believe.
Their
Oh,
roots
that
are
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the water
I know
Twinkie.
that from Vintage Story.
like the
The water Twinkie.
and the stalks, I believe.
I
It's
think
just that,
some
like-
parts of the stalk are. But I think it has to be cooked or something like that. It's been a while. Since
Yeah, you gotta cook the
Mhm.
Yeah.
the stems, but
And then the actual like fluffy bit itself is incredible tender.
yeah.
That the fluffy stuff doesn't if you bite the fluffy part, doesn't it expand rapidly on impact and fill your mouth
Yes.
with fluffy
Yes.
seeds that aren't edible?
Yes.
Yeah,
not
so
do
you
that.
usually don't want to bite into the fluffy part.
The forbidden corn dog.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Isn't
I'm
there
going
a
to
song
do it.
about that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking every time you asked if there was cattails.
What were you saying, Ollie?
I'm going to be feeding it to Pablo.
You feel a revolver press into your back.
A mental revolver.
A mental revolver, totally.
This was not a character. Of course, they're not going to abuse a dog.
But yeah, there probably are forageables. I never learned that much about forageables. You two are military, you probably will know a lot more about that than me.
I mean, as long as its DNA structure hasn't been fucked to shit and back by radiation, this should be safe to eat still.
I mean, the radiation seems relatively tame around here, especially.
Well, we could always go find out, I guess.
Yeah,
Who's
true.
up for picking cattail?
Yeah, I could. Good to. It's always useful.
Well, what's our next course of action?
I guess we could also just look around here.
Honestly, it might be worth checking if the vehicles actually can come out of the bunker through here. There could be something collapsed or such.
Actually, no, Kel, you would know that they can because you've taken one of your
Oh.
cars out before.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, you little freak.
Anyways, yeah, I could probably say this with my chest now. I do have an armored car down there from the
What?
Cold War.
What the fuck?
So there was this little event in Brooksville, long time ago by this point. I could say I was in a gang. However, there was a massive traffic jam on the highway, whatever the specific type of highway was called. And holy shit, that was a gold mine for car thievery. Especially during the imports of fucking post-Russia. My god, I have a BRDM2 downstairs. Disarmed, of course. I wouldn't be allowed in the States otherwise.
Avery's just staring at you, dumbfounded.
Also, there's a bus down there if you'd like.
Is it like... what
Not a school
color
bus, no.
bus is this?
Silver, I believe.
They
Oh.
working?
BRDM2 is...
I was hoping for like a yellow. Maybe
battery is
gold.
dead. I believe the bus works, doesn't it?
Yeah, you think a bus would be good, or too
Uh,
much of a fuel hog?
It would certainly be a fuel hog up here, but it could also serve as a good, like, temporary mobile base or something. Base of
That's what I
operations.
was thinking, in case we have
Yeah.
to take a long trip on the road, but
Yeah.
for now, something smaller like a van would do.
Yeah, which, we could probably just take a battery out of another car, put it in the BRDM2 if it works. Which is van-sized, you could call it.
We need to secure food sources first.
However, yes.
Yeah.
Then
don't really
we
have
need
any-
to get more manpower because all of us cannot run this place and keep it safe.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, that is kind of what the robots are for, though. That's
Yeah,
kind-
even still, but
Yeah.
The thing with
Well,
robots
the-
is they require a lot of regular maintenance in the post-apocalypse.
Yeah.
While he quietly looks around for all the fucking active robots around us.
I think our first major goal, long term or medium term, we got to get to that hospital and get some of those chemicals because we need to wake more people up and get more manpower.
This is true. We could also try recruiting from the wastelands, because there are always going to be people out there who are nice, genuine people who are just as struggling in the wasteland because it is the wasteland and it's America. Post-fascistic too, I guess, technically. Yeah. Now is not the time for politics. The world is ended.
Well, either way, we should probably just try to find those chemicals.
Yeah, I agree.
Or, fuck, did we say we had power for the bunker, or how long we'd have it?
I believe it's a nuclear reactor.
It's a
It doesn't
fusion
matter.
reactor.
Yeah.
So as long as you keep pumping water into it, it can usually keep itself maintained for a while, although the actual mechanisms of the reactor itself are beginning to decay.
The first
Alright.
person we would probably want to wake up is someone who, knows how to operate this bunker, because my god, I don't.
Yeah. Well, to do that.
Does
Go
Dia
ahead.
have a list of the people in
Record. Sorry.
record of our inhabitants?
I believe she does, yeah.
Remember on the terminal, the records got wiped. And anyone important enough to remember is woken up already.
Was?
The old records of before that time got wiped, but ever since so like the first
Right.
30 years of the bunker's operation were wiped, but like the remaining 40 years are still in there.
Okay.
Though some of it was scrambled by a virus, it seems.
And the inhabitants are all good, right? Like we have a list of the inhabitants of the bunker, right?
About around like 40% of the inhabitants list
Okay.
survived the virus.
Gotcha. So yeah, we
Yeah,
could probably
but
find some sort of nuclear reactor technician in there.
hopefully, but yeah. The hospital's in the zombie-infested zone, you said.
Didn't
Yeah,
she
but
say
the-
that other bunkers might also have
I believe the
sleep
list,
juice?
I believe the
That's
list
true,
of other
we could go
bunkers was
there.
in that, wasn't it?
Yeah, the list of the other bunkers was inside the medical area that's marked on your map.
It's
The hospital.
close
Yeah.
to the hospital or linked to the hospital.
Also, what is the Razor's Edge?
That area is actually something that you'd know about. It is supposedly an infamous area where a bunch of very violent, but thankfully very small gangs kind of like group together. It's kind of like an intersection between all of their territories. Like it's a long road where basically all of them have set up like a big marketplace area / gambling region, where basically if you want some decently high quality goods or some decently high quality services, there's a lot of money there. However, like, it's very dangerous to actually go there. Like, you need to actually prove that you're not someone who can just be taken advantage of, so they won't just shoot and loot you.
Yeah. Well, I think either way.
I think we might have somebody like that in our party.
A 7.5-foot tall giant lizard chimera. Certainly seems like someone not to be messed with.
Probably an understatement, I would say.
Either way, we gotta focus on short term for now.
Yeah.
Food and eventually weapons.
If
Since you
we
said
could-
the armory was mostly cleaned out.
Yeah, I believe there's a deeper armory though in the bunker, right?
Yes, though it's been sealed off.
Yeah. And does Daya know how to open that or have a?
She can, however, it is full of crocodile monsters.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that makes sense.
How many crocodiles are down there, you figure?
I think
27?
she estimated there to be about, currently awake, around like 20 of them. However, she has no idea where they came from, so it's possible there's like hundreds more just in stasis.
Yeah, I'd say that we should probably get much bigger weapons before we go down there.
Yeah. Any idea where we could get some firepower like that?
Does count?
Well, you could try and find a good marketplace, and one area for that would be possibly down in Brookrim, a settlement region there that's been
Oh yeah.
at least somewhat built up.
Hmm.
You can see some of the skyscrapers there with, it's hard to really make out, but, looks like there's some people who are setting up shop in there.
We could try to travel down there.
Shit. Oh. Let's, we could probably go back down to the lower levels for a little bit before we attract too much attention. Enough time to grab a vending machine, an arcade machine or two, grab them for parts, and we've got all the money we need for firepower.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna fix my-
We could use some proper weapons too. They look over to Miss. I have a concrete stick.
Hey, I'm working with it, alright? I haven't done anything. I'm just holding it.
I'm sure we could probably find a thruster for that.
Oh
A
my god.
tool or two would be useful
Oh.
as well.
No, I'm not ready for that kind of power. I mean, I don't know. if I
Avery, I
can-
do not know how to break this to you. Sledgehammers versus rifles?
But
The
they're
rifle will
cool,
win.
and I'm
Yeah,
really
don't-
good with them.
Yeah.
Believe
That's
me, you will be shot down before you reach anyone with a rifle that they're competent.
Come on,
Competent
please!
with.
I just wanted to craft a fucking makeshift sledgehammer. That's all I wanted to do.
I mean, you could
I haven't even crafted it. It's not killing yet.
you could beat an animal with it, and it'd save bullets on meat.
It doesn't even exist. I
I
don't
mean-
have a hammer yet. You guys don't know this.
I mean, you have a hammer-shaped thing of concrete and a stick that looks like it could probably fit in there.
I think they know
you're
what you're
s-
thinking.
I don't. Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, we are going to need more weapons.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I'd say, unfortunately, to kill your dream a little bit there, Missy, I might be the only one who can get close to people with guns.
What? How?
I mean, I'd argue, with some of the fucking weird technology that's happened since 2040, that there's probably a way to make it viable.
Hmm.
I've seen
True. We could,
hover cars have only gotten more common. Like,
Does Kel actually still have the body of that one weird thing that tried to siphon the cryo at him?
Was it a
What?
body? I thought it was a. Oh shit! It was a body. I would say so. It'd probably be in the freezer. Like, I swear to God, there are full-on fucking Doctor Who Cybermen out there. It's.
Doctor Who's it? What's now?
Don't worry about it. Metal men.
Like cyborgs?
Yeah, that's the fucking word. Like cyborgs who drink cryoatom with their mouth
Huh.
and then get shot because they, even if they're cyborgs, can't stop 762.
Could be a remnant science project from our good old government that we love so much.
Yeah,
I
good
remember
luck with
hearing
it,
about. I remember hearing about near the end of my campaign, my tour. They were looking to replace us organics with machine soldiers to fight their wars for them.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what happened in the end.
I figured it would have tried.
I want to say the 2080s, 2070s, like that.
Around the 2080s, 2090s.
Yeah. Way after our time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I think they are bad enough at lying that you all noticed that the idea of cybernetics being actually functional is making Wally vibrate.
Vibrate with anger or excitement?
That's for Insight to tell you.
I'm gonna roll one of those.
Kel, famously good at insight.
Kel with his -3 insight.
You are confident that Wally is going to explode.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that was a soft spot for you.
You would almost guess that they are starting to beep. Something within your hearing beeps.
Wally, is there something you haven't told us?
My name's Walters.
I like Wally better.
Yeah. So did the entire platoon.
Okay. Do you have any strong feelings about cybernetics?
I was waiting to be part of the first tests, and then I was cryogenically frozen.
Ah.
You know, I gotta ask, if it's not a soft spot, why did you get frozen? Or were you one of those convicts, or?
Believe we all were.
You seem a bit too straight-laced to be a convict.
Thought a guy shouldn't have.
Fair enough. I won't pry. That shit's buried 100 years ago.
I was part of a gang.
It's not hard to tell.
I apologize. Okay. Ash, I do have to ask. The alligator was not, or being alligatorish, was not the reason you were kicked out, right? Or court-martialed or whatever?
Alligator? No. You saw me, dumbass.
Yes,
I was a
but
regular person before I was frozen.
maybe you could transform. I don't know. I didn't expect to see a half alligator, half person.
I didn't expect to either, but here we are.
Says the
All
one
right.
with fucking
I think
catfish.
none of us
Yeah,
did,
you're one to
honestly.
talk.
I didn't expect that either.
Well, yeah, now you know how I feel.
Maybe
least I
Kel
got
could
cool
transform.
animal.
Maybe there wasn't a science
At least
experiment
I
and
got
Kel
the
could just
cool
do that.
animal.
That would explain one of his parents.
In all honesty, Kel, you were probably a pet project. Literally.
Please do not call me that. Anyways, why the hell were you in there?
Oh, me?
You're just you're like some head of department of Zip, right?
Well, I mean...
Former head of department?
Yeah, you seem way too good-natured to be a convict.
Yeah.
Ministry didn't like me.
Ah.
Speaking of which,
That would
wonder
make
if they're
sense.
still around.
I mean, if you take a moment to look at the map, you'll notice something called Old Moth Battlefield.
What's Moth?
Ministry of the Homeland. It's what
Ministry
they're
of
Oh,
the
okay.
Homeland.
I probably would have known that. That makes sense. No, I didn't know what it stood for. I
Okay,
thought they
fair,
were like
fair,
some
fair.
splinters, like SCP thing.
But I believe they're still around. Not in any major capacity, but I'm pretty sure there at least some echoes of the Homeland left, Ministry left, sorry. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, they didn't like me. Sought to shut me up.
Could I?
Apparently, my soup kitchen's good.
Hmm.
Should go check on that.
They imprisoned you for a soup kitchen?
Classic
You know what they're
corpse
like.
shit.
I never heard about that shit, my god. I knew they were rounding up the religious, but...
Point in case.
Oh.
Well, if we run into anybody, I'll be sure to kick their asses for you.
I...
At least give
Entirely
me a
believe you.
second to get them.
Sorry?
No, like, to, kick their butts. Like, give me some of that. I would have killed it. I would to kill. I am.
Okay, maybe she is a convict for valid reason.
No, that's not kid. I didn't say that.
You know, you haven't actually checked the radio, have you?
The radio?
Yeah. You've got
Like
radios
the-
on your multi-tools.
Oh, yeah.
Like radio stations?
I thought it was
Yeah.
just... Oh!
Oh.
No, we haven't.
Could be a good way to, get a lay of the land. Could be
That's a
some...
good...
If there
Well,
are, like,
all
markets,
of a
maybe they're
sudden,
advertising
I've got a
themselves or
really
something.
strange urge to check the radio function on our multi-tool.
Well, why don't we just?
Deflection. I love it.
Well, you kind of crack open your radio, kind of pull out the antenna on it, on the multi-tool, and you kind of spin the dial around to change frequencies, and most of it is just static. However, you do every now and again get, like, some whispers of something, some little bits of, sounds vaguely like music, there's something that sounds like someone talking. You can't make out much of what they're saying, but it almost sounds like someone speaking with a vaguely British accent. And then
They're still alive?
you get one of them that's just a lot crisper. It's playing... you get the right frequency. It is playing right. It's playing really good music. You're just kind of going around the dial right now just to get a full range of things. And from what you can tell, there's about maybe 5 channels that are maybe from where you're at. You're a bit too far away to actually hear them, to get a good signal on them. But there are 2 that you can hear perfectly well.
I mean, to be fair, we are in a bit of a, like... what's the word? Like a... Surrounded on all sides by fucking concrete.
Yeah.
That's concrete, baby.
That's concrete,
You can hear, one of them seems to have been playing music, another one seems to have been, it sounded like some creature talking about religion, although not any religion you recognize.
Oh, great! More religions.
Which one do you tune into?
What are our options again?
There's one of them that's just playing music. In fact, it actually looks like that one's coming from possibly somewhere in Brookrim, the city just a little to the south of you, because it gets a lot clearer when you point your antenna over there. The other one just seems to be some preacher talking about a religion that you do not know or recognize.
I guess we could listen to the religion.
Yeah, Avery is gonna tune into that just kind of curiously.
At least to get a sense for what the hell it is.
Little crackling, but you kind of wave your antenna around and you get a clearer reading on it. And why shouldn't we purge the unclean? Why shouldn't we? The waters of life are what purify us. The wasteland is a dirty place filled with sinners and undead, manifestations of a doomed world, a world smited down by the holy.
Glad to see the
But now-
evangelists are still going.
Now our chance. Us, the survivors, the clean.
Kill them.
So bathe yourselves, children. Children of Polaris. Bathe yourselves. Become clean and join us.
Alright, I've heard enough. He's just some crazy guy.
Sounds like hogwash. That's whatever.
Pretty quickly you're able to tune out of that one. Tuning into the other one, though, it looks like the song, it's kind of a bunch of classical piano music. It comes to an end, and it kind of crackles out a little bit, and then you hear a voice. Is this on? Ah, good. Sorry about the brief technical difficulties while we switched to some later than usual music. You are listening to Brookrim Public Radio, your one and only source in the northern Tampa Bay region for music of all sorts. Currently, we are having a little bit of a promotional stint right now, where if anyone would like to come from the wasteland, some weary traders or tired travelers of all sorts, the harvest is good today, so we've got a surplus of corn to sell. Get it while it's good. Anyways, let's switch back to some dubstep.
Are we
The
gonna
fuck
switch
yeah,
to some
click that
dubstep?
shit up.
Yeah, it just starts playing dubstep, some really classic fucking Geometry Dash music.
Hell yeah, dude.
Music's nice, but
Watch together, but it.
Here, you know what? I'll actually get it. I'll put it in the fucking watch
You
together.
could put Geometry Dash music in fucking. I'm pretty sure that's.
Hold on, wait. Hold on.
Also, Sean,
music's
if you check
nice,
DMs,
but,
you'll notice something that I didn't.
Hold on 1 second.
What are we checking?
It's just something private for Kel.
Oh, okay, never mind.
it's a picture of a cat.
Probably.
It's not, I promise. It's something that's really, really funny and a coincidence I did not intend. Which is really funny.
Yeah.
So anyways,
No.
here's some dubstep. Fucking video's unavailable, god damn it.
Fuck!
I can hear it.
I can't hear it on my end. Crying
What?
and weeping.
Anyway, here's Wonderball.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall. No.
I'm sure you could look up royalty-free dubstep.
Yeah.
It's working for me.
No,
I'm
hold on.
sure.
I have one. I have one. I need to pull this up.
Alexa, play Stereo Madness.
Install browser extension. Sure, I love installing browser extensions.
No, don't. It does nothing.
I love browser extensions.
Ah,
I'm gonna uninstall this browser extension because
Yeah,
I don't
whatever.
fucking need it.
I'll just go back to the one that actually plays. Alright.
So, very glad to know that there are new cults. I don't know why there wouldn't be.
More.
How many radio stations? Come on. You were
Yeah.
around at the fucking. You were around in my time. Come on.
Yeah, but more importantly, they got a surplus food. The one thing we need, and they're open to traders.
I will say that does sound kind of suspicious, but that
Worth
could be,
checking
could be.
out.
Very much could be. I would say that we're relatively well defended. Not sure how it would work in like a full city though, but
Well, I would say we could grab a machine or two from downstairs, load it up into a car, so if we have a van or something, try to make
Hell,
our way down there to
I bet
solve our food situation.
most of those people have never seen a working arcade machine.
Exactly. We could charge. We fucking rich.
I mean, hey, they went for a couple $1,000s back in our day. Imagine how much that'd be worth now.
Not even just a machine, just to scrap
Oh my
parts you could
God.
offer. Think
Well-
about how much they could use that.
I bet we could just sell plays.
I was
New
just
plan.
about to say
We
we could
open-
like run our own business.
We open an arcade in the apocalypse.
Hey, it'd be worth it. My God, we'd be
Well,
fucking
if
rich.
the especially if the people around Brookrim are civilized enough to want a public radio.
Yeah,
That's
having
fair.
their own
If they
radio.
managed to set up a
speaks
public
good.
radio, I doubt they would have. I doubt they, like, wouldn't know how to operate a fucking. What's the what fucking name of that one fucking arcade machine? I forget the name of.
Street Fighter
Space
6.
Invaders. That's the bitch.
Good job, buddy.
Well,
Don't
the
be
only-
mean to me.
The only issue with that is, getting power for everything, but that's a nice, it's a nice business we could open
I'm
up.
sure we could turn the.
We should absolutely use our leaking nuclear facilities for space invaders.
I mean, it's already
Yeah.
plugged in. Like,
I mean, we got plenty of machines. We could sell one or two of them for a good price.
Kel fucking broke one of the machines.
don't be mean to me, God.
Are you hearing voices?
No.
The voice of a conscience.
I hear a lot of things. I have 4 ears, you know.
I'm all ears.
I'm all ears.
I'm all ears.
But yeah, I'm sure that we could turn a couple of the laser weapon batteries into some sort of makeshift power spot. Because those things are measured in kilowatt hours. And I do not think an arcade machine takes that many kilowatts.
That's true, but we could try.
I think it could be worth it.
I guess it
No,
depends
I'm sure
how
a
well off
business-
the area is.
I'm sure a business would be wonderful for our future, but before we load this metaphorical cart, let's actually get there, yeah?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
We need food, we need people, and we need protection.
Yeah.
We currently have food for 3 days.
I would guess a week. I would estimate a week, because
A
foraging
week.
is easy around here.
Yeah, we do have a little bit, but it'd be nice to have a surplus instead of needing to forage a
It would, it
cattail
would.
every day.
Also the fish.
Not fish, but you know
Also
what I
probably
mean.
some like lobsters or something. I've seen one or two of those.
Either way, we need weapons, and the only place we can get them is, well, we can't spearfish for AR-15s.
There's a lot underwater. There's a lot of Florida underwater.
So-
I'm pretty sure Daya estimated 30 feet of water level gain.
Does one of you want to do a perception check?
Sure.
Oh
Sure.
boy, do I.
I love
I want to do
perceiving.
it. I'm not like in the conversation at the this
That's
moment,
true,
so I'll
We are
do it.
yeah. The rest of us are literally just fucking
Yeah.
scheming
actually.
on how to like rip the fuck off
I-
these.
Hmm.
I will still roll a perception, but it's probably like
Okay.
not great. Kel's a bit
So
preoccupied.
Wally
Wait,
and Kel.
what is that under? Oh wait, perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it now. +4.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God
Perception
Henry's here to
and-
perceive for us.
Was Avery gonna roll?
Bro.
There.
Yes.
7.
Oh.
Uh-oh!
So I'm Avery's just sitting there, kind of fidgeting with the Das concrete baby and the stick that Pablo brought her, and she's trying to put them together.
You accidentally drop it and it lands directly on your toes.
Ow!
Well,
Crud! Ow!
Avery.
There is,
What
however,
would I say? Crud muffin? Sure, we'll say crud muffin.
right as Avery is screaming in agony, I believe, yeah, Wally, Kel, you only notice that the scream sounds a bit louder, and the scream and the crunch sounds a bit louder than it should be. Henry knows why. Because in the kind of same direction as Avery, there's another sound. The sound of something very heavy falling over and clattering everywhere. The exact area that it comes from.
Oh.
Behind those doors.
Something heavy's moving. Something heavy's moving.
Nope. Understood.
Huh? What?
Follow.
Oh,
Ash
alright.
take point. Ash take point.
Gotcha.
Kel redraws his laser SKS.
Well, you open the door, Ashlyn, to see a man slumped up against one of the kind of like tables with a whole bunch of like, old spoiled goods in there. There's a trail of blood. It looks like it was kind of cleaned up on the way
Hello,
in.
Reverb.
Reverb shows up.
Oh,
my goodness.
there he is! There he is! Welcome!
Estoy borracho.
I won't be here long though because I had to take my neighbor to urgent care because they were having chest
Oh.
pains.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
shit.
go pick them up in like a few, but I just came to say like,
Yeah.
hey, what's up? Sorry, I'm like,
Gotcha.
yeah,
That is-
Don't worry, you're having
That's
a
fine.
seizure
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
bunker
yeah.
still.
That is probably the best reason that you could ever have to not attend a D&D session.
Yeah.
Helping
Yeah.
someone get to the hospital. No, that is totally fine.
Yeah.
If you want,
Wish
you're-
them luck. Holy shit.
Borracho is just still in the bunker, like recovering from the cryo sickness. You didn't miss like a whole lot. So.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if anything, then cool. If you guys aren't playing for me, which you can if you want, I don't mind. But if I'm just recovering and everything, I can just come in for a recap.
Okay, that sounds good.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
Please
We
take-
didn't even
please
leave
take
the
care of your
parking
neighbor.
lot.
Please take care of your
Yeah,
neighbor.
please.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Alright.
that is very important.
You guys have a good one. Be
Yes, you
safe.
too.
Have fun.
Totally, yeah, likewise.
You guys,
This is-
yeah.
I wish them the best.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll pass their regards or your regards. See ya.
Yes.
All right. Well, it was good to see him at least.
Yeah.
I imagine Estoy just came on the radio for a second, just going.
Well,
He's still alive.
well,
Unfortunately.
you do see in past these doors, like kind of immediately after you enter the room of this like wrecked corner store, there's a trail of blood that leads over to the man. He's kind of slumped over on the table, and he's kind of clutching his gut, and you recognize his description. Wide-brimmed cowboy hat, brown duster, tan skin. He's got a pistol in one hand. The other one seems to have just been scattered across the floor somewhere. He kind of weakly looks up and kind of weakly tries to lift his pistol before he doesn't have enough strength for it.
Wally, I'm taking the hold. What? hole in the wall. Please,
And-
just letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
Something's wrong
Any
with
of you
them
mad?
beyond the injuries.
Any of you motherfuckers? Oh no.
Looks like his gums are bleeding.
Avery
Back.
would like to roll another perception because I think there was someone else that was supposed to be with this guy.
A kid.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say? It was +4? One,
Is that-
two,
yep.
three,
Oh
four.
god, is he turning into a fucking zombie?
Oh wait, that was Pablo. Hold on.
Pablo
sorry.
rolled a 4. He also only rolled for a 4.
Yes. Oh, never mind. Okay,
Unlucky.
Avery is still stupid.
Hold on. I gotta use the bathroom really badly.
Oh, fair,
Gotcha,
fair.
gotcha.
I mean, you don't like see anything else with him. It's very hard to see in because it's a little dark in here.
Would Kel have seen a zombie before, actually?
Yes.
Okay.
And
This
you would
guy
probably
looked
know that someone who's turning into a zombie. Actually, all of you would probably know this from the
Oh, yeah,
PSA things. One of the first symptoms of someone who is like turning into a zombie is profuse bleeding from the gums. Something that he is very clearly showing.
Stay here, Pablo.
Henry immediately levels their weapon and looks at Ash like, no, but like, she has the time to take whatever she's doing. Like, they're asking for permission to give mercy, so to speak.
she Viv's in the bathroom right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm
gotcha.
saying like that's what they're doing. All of you can do whatever you want.
He's still weakly trying to pull up his pistol as like to try and like. He doesn't even seem to have very much strength left. He's kind of struggling to even put his finger on the trigger.
Hey, real quick. Did they say dead or alive or alive?
They said the this guy was dead, the child alive.
Gotcha.
He seems to almost kind of like partially try and like weakly lunge before he stops himself. Coughing up blood. You can tell that he got it looks like he got a gunshot wound in his stomach. A pretty severe one too, must have been high caliber.
Henry, do you want to put him out or should I?
I can do it if you'd like.
Honestly, my head is in the ammo count. I can recharge my rounds.
Then you
We
had
don't
to-
have that much
it.
veneer left, do we?
I had a mag less than one loaded.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I'll Actually, we should probably wait for Viv.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, she's back.
I've been back for a minute.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Wally asked for permission to, put him out of his misery, and then Cal.
I mean, do we want to? I don't want to scare the child.
It also looks like he's it looks like in his stomach he got hit with a decently high caliber round. Yeah, you do.
Okay, cool.
Ashlyn, please watch me. Make sure I'm safe. Kelly's just gonna point straight at the head of them and just pull the trigger.
As you
Beam of
approach,
red light.
he kind of moves the pistol and he kind of fires at the ground just in front of you.
Yeah, that would especially make Kel pull the trigger.
And with that, it really only takes one shot. Hit him in the side of the head. His body slumps over.
God, I don't like zombies.
Oh, we
Dead.
found him.
Flops to the ground, and it almost looks like he's got a grin on his face.
That was supposed to be a child, though, wasn't that?
I mean, we could keep the lookout.
We could. Let's just make sure our friend doesn't get back up.
Yeah, I mean, his head would be kind of melted at this point, almost like there's a burn scar.
It
halfway
also
through his
starts
skull.
to look like the rest of his body is starting to just melt and liquefy too.
We don't have anything to bring back.
I mean, his gun, his Stetson,
I mean, he's not like
Yeah.
fully melting. It's just that his flesh is becoming like gooey.
but also who wants to touch that?
It smells fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And then you hear it from behind the table he's slumped on.
I'm sorry, but reflexively, Wally is full on flagging this child.
Oh
Yeah, tracks, honestly.
Hello?
Kel's eyes are honestly on the pistol.
No response. Do you look behind the table?
Yes, I do.
A child. She looks to be, well, less of an infant, more of a possibly late teenager. Very skinny and clearly starving. Kind of brownish, blondish hair. Overgrown fingernails. She's got some kind of stitched together, kind of almost survivalist outfit on. She just kind of like looks up to you, entirely expressionless.
Hey, kid. You alright?
No response.
Oh. It is so late for me. I need to figure out a response. Like, what did I do?
You hungry?
No response.
Damn.
I think Wally would just motion for someone to offer them some food.
Should I have anything on me?
We
You
did
were-
just trade.
Oh yeah.
What? Who would have that on them? Because
Probably
if
Kel.
I do,
Yeah.
Okay.
Kel will like throw over a can.
hey, Kel, toss me a can. Or I guess I could catch it and Oh wait, it's canned. Hold on. Is this one of the ones with the pull tabs?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, cool.
I can open it with my fingernail. It's hard.
We got a can opener with us.
The biological can opener.
I just kind of hold it out because that's funny. I hold it out to Ash, and she kind of like pops it open, and I pass this can over to this kid.
She kind of looks suspiciously before quickly snatching it out of your hand.
Don't worry, kid. We don't mean any harm.
It ain't poison. We just opened the damn thing. You saw us.
She's kind of sniffing
up,
it and
Ash.
giving light tastes before she just starts immediately. She pulls out a pocket knife and just starts using it like a fork to just scarf it all down.
What's your name?
She just pauses for a second, looks up to you for a moment, and then just keeps eating.
I'll let you eat.
Oh, we got damn mute in our hands.
Come on, Ash. She's clearly been through stuff. What did the guys say? She was kidnapped?
Yeah, well.
Lighten up a little.
I could try.
Or just hush up if you're not that good with kids. She kind of chuckles.
I'd like a name at least.
Give her a minute.
I guess I'm not too talkative when I'm hungry either.
She finishes just emptying out the can and then just tosses it to the side. Looks to...
Cal's just like typing in the group chat effectively.
Right.
I reply to that just because I don't want to have to type it out. I just kind of reply to it. Like, wait and see, because we don't know what is going on, and Kel also just hasn't told. Well, actually, no, that's not true. You have told us a bit, but we still don't know the situation.
Yeah.
She kind of just pauses for a second, looking you all
Pablo.
over.
Child, were you captured, or was this person taking you of your own volition? Nod your head, shake your head, whatever.
She just kind of looks to you and does not reply. She instead kind of goes over, kneels down next to the body, and just looks down for a bit.
Kel is going to grab the gun and take it away.
She kind of seems to almost like dart her head over, and then she just sees that you're like taking
Just
it.
for
and
our
sort of
safety,
actually-
don't worry. Kel's holding it by the barrel.
Pablo goes over to the empty can and kind of like licks it.
She immediately like looks over the dog, incredibly suspicious, like a hand on her knife.
Oh, Pablo doesn't care.
Step the fuck back, dog.
This guy your friend?
She looks down at the body for a moment, picks him up by the head, and just kind of closes both of the eyes. And just looks down for a moment.
Guess you had some respect for him then.
Then
There was...
she kind of reaches around inside his coat, pulls out a couple of things, couple of teeth that he had, couple of tools. Pulls out a set of pliers and just starts taking his teeth out.
Oh, jeez.
That's normal from my understanding, don't worry.
I guess it's customary.
If someone dies, they can lend you 30 cents. So,
Oh, hope you know, but people looking for you. You and whoever that guy was to you. They wanted you alive, though.
She just doesn't even look at you with that.
Terrible getting a read on people.
not a fan of children, I'm gonna be honest.
She might be traumatized. I've been through enough war zones to see kids like this everywhere.
That's fair. Kel is just gonna step back to Wally. Because he has no idea what to do at this point.
You're not getting wisdom out of them.
I mean, yeah, Kel isn't looking for wisdom. He's just looking to be away from the child.
Well, you're welcome to stick around with us. We don't mean you any harm.
She looks up.
Sorry about your friend there.
She looks up.
We got
to you a
food
little
and
bit.
shelter if you need. So.
She looks
I'm
up to
Avery,
you a
by
little
the
bit
way.
at that, and
There.
and just kind of seems to think a little bit, still looking at you. Before
good.
she still kind of puts her knife back at her hip, but not totally, still definitely on guard, but not weapon in hand anymore.
Well, I'm gonna kill you.
Anyway, Hey,
Avery shoots a look at Kel.
Oh my god,
Kel-
ladies, you are both very pretty.
Kel
Can you
unintentionally
focus?
is gonna be making like a :3 face.
Kel, roll a wisdom save.
This whole group is a fucking
Let me check my
nightmare.
wisdom. What does the wisdom say? Oh yeah, that's right, a +0.
Kel meows.
You
Pablo barks and goes over to you.
Get that fucking thing away.
Hey, I ain't the one meowing, kitty. Come on, Pablo.
You
Heal.
can see Kel. Kel is reaching for their rifle at this point.
you get Henry's paw on your shoulder. Let's not.
Ash is gonna stand between you two.
There's a
Well,
fucking
kiddo,
child to deal with.
If you'd like us to let you be, just give us a nod or something. We'll be on our way, but we'll be around here if you want to stay with us.
She doesn't give you any verbal response, but she doesn't seem to be outwardly antagonistic to you, at least.
Well, no, I asked for a nod or something.
She doesn't
No verbal
give
response.
anything.
Okay.
Are we sure she even speaks English?
Wally just approaches and stares for a bit before trying to discern beyond normal, if you catch my drift, Mr. GM.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then. Roll insight.
Plus 11. 21.
You can tell. She has the feeling of someone who, she's obviously was taken away by this one person here. But you can tell she wasn't a passive participant in everything. In fact,
He wasn't taken forcefully.
Well, you're not too sure there. But she has that kind of air of someone who she's done plenty of bloodshed herself, though the way she is always antagonistic, it's not just being overly afraid of everyone, overly cautious. It's almost like self-justification. Like trying to prove that she always had a reason to do what she did. That kind of thing only happens, that kind of justification's only really pulled out if you've done something very bad to someone very close to you.
Wally, not holster, drops the gun and lets it, hang on their shoulder from the sling, and, just takes a knee and, stares with, Henry's pale blue dead eyes. He goes,
The
"Kid,
autism eyes.
whatever you did, it's done. Beating yourself up or putting up walls is going to get you killed. We are willing to help. You need to let us help."
She you can definitely tell that this kind of gets to her. It almost looks like she's preparing to speak a little bit. Yeah.
Ace, are you a mind reader?
People talk a lot without saying words. You just gotta pay attention.
Kind of freaky.
So I've been told.
I guess I helped this bridge make a little bridge to her, so.
His autism is stronger than mine.
You feel the cold gaze, like, drag upon you. And you're
Cal
bad
is
with
going-
authority.
Yeah, but.
I've been told that.
So much so you had to run away.
Oh, what he said was true. If you want help, we're here.
She kind of just
Cal is gonna try just saying hello in sign language.
she looks at you with just suspicion and confusion.
No, tell she speaks. She's just.
You could both speak and be deaf. To be fair, she heard you. Never mind. I don't.
You get a glare.
Cal is walking outside.
And with that,
Fuck yeah.
she's gonna just kind of walk past a little bit, give you all a bit of one last look, and just kind of she kind of grabs the coat from the other person and just seems to head out. Although looks like she's headed a little down, kind of still watching you occasionally, headed down to one of the buildings in the area down south to set up shop wherever. Probably looks like she's headed towards the apartment area.
So. That's the first time I've come across a feral child in the wasteland.
I don't think she's feral, but
I beg to differ.
she certainly doesn't want to talk to us.
No, this kid has done the kind of shit that gets you and I to be glassy-eyed, Ash.
Shit, no kidding. Well, you got her to say a word, which is more than any of us could, so I guess I'll leave negotiations with her to you if she sticks around.
What can I say? I'm a people person.
Don't
You
seem like
scary
one.
degree.
I've been thinking about it. I think we should set up some sort of temporary residence, probably more permanent residence up here, even if we inhabit the bunker more than anything. I think having some sort of alibi for living here would be better than not.
And it'd be nice to have a first wave of defense.
Yeah.
We could use the closest bits of the elevator. And
Yeah,
these
that's
are
what I was
pretty good
thinking.
ones. Could make barracks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plenty of
There's
scrap
also-
metal. We could make some walls, a little makeshift gate entryway.
Could also
We could even
probably
bring
take
up-
some. Wait, what?
And we could even bring up an arcade machine.
Absolutely bet we could. Oh, I bet we could get the janitor robots to do that. Actually,
Actually, wonder if there's like a tow truck in the vehicles.
oh,
Probably.
If nothing
Oh,
else,
boy,
there's
trucks.
probably like a truck with a wench or something.
A winch? I think you mean a winch, buddy.
Wench.
A winch is like a
Or
or
That's the same word.
no, there's an I there, buddy. Winch and wench.
I've not been making fun of your accents, okay?
Fair.
I mean, I guess I have one.
Yeah, it's quite American. A bit
Thanks.
silent, almost.
Mm-hmm.
Speak with a quiet tone, yet eerily confident.
I know what I do.
I respect it. I'm curious about actually what's back here. I've not been back here yet.
Oh, that's the mall.
Ah,
That's the
never
mall.
mind. I don't want to go back there.
We should bring up, probably no beds, but stuff to make beddings.
Yeah.
Gas masks for the mall.
Yeah. Also, probably at least some sort of like plastic curtain to wall it off, if only.
I'll look around a lot, see if there's any like shit I can make a barricade out of.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a second.
What?
No, I'm just I want to know what this elevator here leads to.
Oh, that's not an
Right there.
elevator. Those are bathrooms.
Yeah, but there's the road.
Yeah, and the road goes
Oh,
down.
it goes downwards. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
confused
it
for a
goes
second.
beneath
That's
the
what I was trying to figure out. Never mind.
What are these little indents here?
Those are windows.
Okay, gotcha.
I think the glass is a little fucked
Oh,
up.
bad.
I
No,
would
it
think
works.
so. Yeah.
No, it works.
Does it work?
Yeah, you just gotta get close.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
The proximity is just very
That's
shallow.
Very weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the default windows in Foundry.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough.
it's the Foundry's one are very hit or miss. It's 2
Oh,
meters means you
that's-
have to be tight
that's-
into it.
Very. We could set up so much shit out there. My God.
Do you know how to fly a helicopter?
I've flown a plane before.
Well, that's basically the same thing, kind of.
Yeah, basically. I've played flight sims in my time.
I think going through here,
so-
you'd probably see, well, you'd see something. You'd see a little a deer just kind of grazing. It kind of perks up and looks over at you.
I saw a deer today.
Immediately freezes, and then like over radio just go, Kel, do you have your gun?
Kel would type back, also freezing. I do. Would you like me to take the shot?
If you're confident you can hit the heart.
I can hit the head.
I mean,
The head's not a certain
would-
kill. That's the issue.
What? What the hell?
No, it can run for a bit.
What the fuck? I don't think this thing has enough penetration to get to the heart. You wanna go for it?
I can try with my handgun. I don't trust a, you know.
I mean, it originated as a hunting ground.
Oh, is it?
It's okay. Autism moment. It's pretty much the evolution of a 7.62 NATO. It's just like a good bit more powerful than that.
Gotcha. So it would not turn it into ribbons.
No, it would probably go. It'd probably over penetrate a bit, but yeah.
Well, as long as it penetrates the bits I want.
Yeah, it would go like
It's fine.
straight through.
Yeah. Very slowly, trying not to scare it. You know, roll the
I'll have-
weapon.
I'll have my gun trained on it for backup.
And, I put a hole in this thing.
All right. I doubt it'll be super needed, but roll accuracy.
This is not an ambush, right? It can see me.
No, it can see you. Yeah.
I just need to check. RMR is +5 accuracy. Jesus Christ. So I have +11 on this bitch.
To be fair, that was actually with a scope. It should probably be like a +3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's a dead hit. That's a dead
Oh
hit.
my god.
A gunshot rings out, and the deer collapses dead on the ground.
Good.
Barely even knew what hit it.
Shit. I didn't even know there were deer out here.
Yeah.
Want me to
very-
carry it for you?
Ah, I got it. Any of y'all good with game?
I've never particularly been hunting before, but I'm fairly certain I could deal with it. I've dealt with
Maybe.
knives before. I've dealt with
No
oddly enough,
problem.
paper mache seems applicable to the situation.
Avery, you any good with game handling?
I mean, I don't. No, not really.
All right,
if
over the
anything else,
radio.
we
Ash,
should-
Where is?
Ash.
Huh.
You any good with like game?
I hunted a few times, never really butchered anything, but figured I
How I
Alright.
couldn't be.
Oh, mechanic shop.
could always learn.
Should probably take it inside though first.
Yep. No. I'm picking up the body and moving it to wherever we're gonna set up shop.
I would honestly say like a good butchering room would maybe be. What is this room up here, Sean?
Which area?
I'm pinging at top right of the
Oh, that's sort of like a kind of office type area. The idea is that people would fly in on the helicopter, and this area would be like a kind of almost greeting area for people.
Okay. Are there any more like sanitary rooms?
Not really. Things have been a little kind of spoiled in here and vaguely
Okay, so-
overgrown.
I
Cal,
could make the what is it?
if we need a fire, we should probably do it right by the entrance.
That's
Very protected from
That's
the
a good
back.
idea.
We
Yeah.
look forward. It's not that hard.
I like that idea, yeah. And
Alright.
luckily we have a lot of kindling.
That's true. All right, let's get moving.
Yep. All right. Actually, down here would probably be the way to go, right?
No, this is closed. This is like a shop.
Oh, is it
I think.
closed? Oh, gotcha. Wait, Sean, what are these?
Hmm?
What are these rooms?
Oh yeah, that's the mechanic shop.
There's the
right-
mechanic station.
Oh,
right
yeah.
below you is the sort of office lounge area for it, and then that connects to the actual like workshop.
Gotcha.
All right.
Alright,
Ash is going to look around for like scrap metal and whatever could make like a good building materials, basically.
Oh yeah,
and that's
you'd
kind
have.
of where I'm gonna take my leave because I gotta go.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
It is pretty
okay.
close to the
Yeah.
ending time with all of that. So I was gonna close it down, but
Okay.
with that, you'd have no shortage of scrap metal. There's still a decent few cars in the parking lot. Looks like there's kind of an old abandoned hospital clinic area, just over here that's been pretty overgrown. There's also the entire place that's collapsed. Down there, it also looks like there's a shooting range at the very far bottom. An area that's kind of fenced off with some wooden fences. You're not sure what that is. And it looks like a fast food place just over here, but too far away to make out exactly what it is. But yeah, plenty of stuff to scavenge and salvage. In that case, I think that's a good spot for
Yeah.
session end.
Actually,
To the north, bikers ride. Not far, but out of reach enough to be alone. 6 of them in total, carrying on their back a still working soda machine, freshly acquired. 2 metal gates swing open to greet them, parting a great metal wall, before sliding closed just after. Their comrades bump shoulders, shake hands, and congratulate them on the haul. While one of them, a man by the name of Ron, walks off on his own, cigarette between his lips, all the way to a hulking, muscular man at the base of a campfire. Ron, you're back soon. Don't tell me you pawned off all that food I gave you to get that haul. Sure did, boss. But it doesn't matter. I've got some good news. Oh? bunker rats. A whole lot of them just south of here. I can guarantee it. The muscle-bound silhouette takes his meal from above the flames and turns partially to see the truth in Ron's eyes. If you're right, this could be game-changing for the war. The gangs could be reunited. Excitement building, the man stands up, bellowing a shout to the rest of his crew. Rally up, everybody. I want scouting parties nearby. By the end of the week, that bunker's ours. As the sun creeps down low on the horizon, the Bunker 13 group are hard at work fortifying their home. Busybodies working all day, making fine progress on some walls. But if only they had taken a small break, perhaps they would have noticed it. That small metal dot hovering high above the horizon in the sky. The drone is small and without propellers. Hovering there is barely more than a camera and a receiver antenna. The camera looks down, its eye adjusts as it zooms in, and the pilot, miles and miles away, mutters to themselves behind a computer screen. 4 of them? No. 6. The electric gaze of the camera drifts to Kel and Ashlyn. 2 splices? Interesting. Is it really? The camera drifts around, sliding its electric eye across the area as its hover engines emit a low, rhythmic hum. The sound of metal on concrete echoes through to its receivers, and its gaze follows to the source of the noise. Power tools etching away at an incredibly worn plaque at the top of the Devon building. Through rust and grime, words can still barely be seen. Bunker 13. Well, well, well. So it's finally open. Good news, good news! And with that, little drone spun away and continued back, far, far, far down south, just as quickly as it had been sent. Perhaps if someone had seen it, if they had binoculars or a scope to use, they could have spied it. The symbol, like a decal, welded on to the back of the drone.